this is Maurice from Legion of the Damned. We're here in Sweden in a small place called Grangerde, which is 20 kilometers away from a bigger town called Ludvika. We are here in the Abyss Studios with Peter Tagtgren recording a new album called Descent into Chaos. Yeah, we left Saturday morning at like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. We drove 21 hours to get here from Holland. And we started on Sunday. We're setting up the drums, so for the next 3 weeks we will record the process of recording this album with Peter. And we will do a compilation of that. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy this bonus DVD.
Harold from Legion of the Damned, coming inside and I will show you around. This is the place where we stay 3 weeks. This is the place. Our living room, small kitchen with some garbage over here. Office for Maurice and me. It's where we try to do some work. Richard, hello. Hello. This is our sleeping places, our beds. Richard is preparing his guitar. Will work out, isn't it? Toilet. It's clean. Showers. It's necessary. All this sweat. So that's it. I will show you around in the studio. This is the studio coming in. This is the kitchen for Jonas.
Yeah, no problem.
Thirsty?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I say yeah.
This is the studio. Peter is busy with editing the drums.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good, I'm trying to make him a left-hand drummer.
Okay, oh that's cool.
It's the new thing.
Yes.
It's going to be big.
This is entertaining Sander. It's a small television, like you saw in our place. We had a better television as this. Coming in.
Nice.
This
camera.
is
Better than ours.
this is where One Man Army is recording
Hello
their new
there.
album.
Yes.
How's it going?
So far so good.
All right.
Except the usual time limit problem.
Okay, yeah.
We're doing alright. The sound is sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jonas is very good at what he does.
Yeah, he is.
Yes. I hope so. No, he is.
All right.
So everything is turning out okay.
That's the serious side of Jonas.
Yes, there is a serious side.
This guy is the guitar player from One Man Army, and he's recording in style, as you can see. See his.
It keeps my feet warm.
Yeah.
It's so fucking cold here.
started right after the festivals and single shows with writing new material. We only used April 2010, I think, to rehearse for the Metal festivals.
There were some ideas on how a new Legion of the Damned album should sound like, but we didn't want to change that much on our Legion of the Damned concept.
It sounds natural anyhow, so maybe that's how it should be kept. Alright, so well, I just wanted to know, because I don't know if if it should be totally exactly like with the click, because then no, let's do it like this. So I take it a little bit back, and then we go into the tempo change.
With Cult of the Dead we had limited time on rehearsing because we had a lot of shows in that year. On this album we had a lot more time to rehearse, so we didn't have any shows planned.
I'm never really there when the band is writing new songs. I just don't have the patience for it. I need to listen to it when it's done, not when they are in the process of it. When the song is finished, Harold usually sends me a tape and I go through all the songs. But because I have zero knowledge of tones or whatever, I probably listen to the songs as an average fan would listen to it. And for me it's important that it contains great riffs and that the riffs stick to your head. But it's always hard though to have an opinion about the song when there are no vocal lines and there's no lyrics on it. I mean, a lyric can break or make the song as well.
Yeah, just record. Once it's not good, we erase it.
As a guitar player, the most important thing in writing an album is to have very catchy and groovy riffs.
This time we put a lot more energy in rehearsing. We recorded all our songs and listened to it at home. And if there was some necessary changes, we changed it, and we discussed it in a rehearsal room. After all, we have to be very satisfied in the end when the songs are finished. So everybody has to be happy, and it has to sound already good without any vocals.
All the boss.
Wrong.
I met up with our lyric writer a couple of times and went through the lyrics together. As for Cult of the Dead and the previous albums, I always got in the lyrics and I had to figure them out myself, where our lyric writer meant where the lyrics should be. So in the end, it could always be that some lyrics ended up in a different tone than it was actually intended for. And this time I really wanted to make sure we're on the same page.
Okay, do the whole thing.
I always get the lyrics in a few weeks before we are leaving for the studio. And this time I really wanted the lyrics a bit earlier, but because of the limited time of our writer, there was still a few lyrics that I got in just a week before actually leaving for the studio.
As for writing for the new album, we spent more time on composing for the new songs. After Cult of the Dead, I personally wanted to have another typical Legion of the Damned album, but with more influences from Metallica in the early years.
one and then listen. Let's So we do the last one. Yeah, after the break.
It's always hard to find out which directions you want to go during the process of making a new album. But the most important is that everybody in the band has to be on the same level. Preparation for the studio is always a bit hectic. First of all, a few months before actually leaving for the studio, we're going to rehearse a lot.
Nice, Lord. That should work. Yeah, I think 125.
We always want to be prepared before going to the studio. After finishing writing a song, we record it at our rehearsal room. Everybody listens to it at home and can make some adjustments to make it even sound better.
Coffee, the most important meal in the morning. Nothing? Ah. You want to try it with the click, or you guys want to warm up first, maybe? Okay, I just put it on and.
For some tracks I didn't really have a lot of time to prepare myself, which was okay though. I mean, it's not really different than the previous albums. I knew that once Richard is recording the guitars in the studio, I'm able to sit down and go through the lyrics and, you know, see if it fits and whatnot, and stretching words and stuff. So that was the same thing that we did with all the albums.
I think there's more room in a thrash album. I mean, the difference producing black or thrash or death, I think death and black metal is more intensive and it's less room in there, and it's really harder to get a good sound from that, I think. You know, in thrash it's a little bit slower and it's more air in between and it's not so tuned down, and yeah, I think it's definitely easier to mix and produce that stuff.
Singer's going like looking at all the girls, and the guitarist like, ah, fuck, he's looking at my girl. What the fuck? You know, and the drummer's going like, what the fuck is he doing looking at my girl? And this guy too. And then the bass player, A, A, B, B, C, C, A, A.
I didn't really have any settings in my head of how the album was gonna sound. I wanted it to be a tight sound and not so boomy, but just, you know, really tight and very clear sound to it, you know, and be able to hear everything, and a lot of piano in the bass, you know, and yeah, really just get everything separated, but still together. It's like really tight and really powerful, you know.
Choosing a different studio, thus a location and a different producer, already was in my mind when we were about to record Call of the Dead.
We never talked about it
to go to another producer, but Maurice came out on the Amon Amarth tour with the idea to go to Peter Tagtgren because he has a good name.
Because the previous album was just a re-release, so Call to That was just another very important album for us, and we knew what kind of sound we would get out of the Stage 1 studio with Andy Klassen, and we really felt comfortable there. So I didn't really felt we should go to someplace else and take the risk of recording in a new environment for us.
So that was a good idea. So we wanted to change, for a new producer, and I think we did a good job on that.
Peter has been one of my favorite producers for several years.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I was really excited to record a new album with Peter and go to Sweden and for a 3-week recording session.
To work with Legion of the Damned was great. Actually, they were very organized, I thought, you know, and really knew the songs and everything. So, I mean, every take for every instrument went really fast. So that was very good. Helped and saved a lot of brain, you know.
Better? Yeah.
I think it could be also up here if it doesn't go in all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you have to scrap it out a little bit so it comes closer. Because now when you press the first, it goes up like. I only knew it because of the record company. I knew the band from because Andy Syria, who's my A&R, has been A&R since what, 97 or something. Is also taking care of Legion of the Damned, so I knew them from there, and so I guess it was just through him. I never really heard the band before, but I've seen a lot and I heard about them a lot, so that was really cool. And I didn't want to study them before they came in because then I might be influenced by their past. So I just wanted to go fresh with my ideas of the sound and stuff and combine it with their ideas. So
we definitely wanted to keep our sound to be European.
After the release of Call to That, I really felt it was, for me, at least for me, vital to go someplace else, and was also out of curiosity because we only recorded with Andy Klassen so far when it comes to Legion of the Damned. And I was really curious how another producer would, work with us.
When you heard it, you're like, now it's way out. What did we hear?
Peter was never really a discussion. He was on a list for a long time, so that the decision was easily made. And I also felt it was important that the whole band would be together and talk about the new album and bringing up ideas and try out things so we could discuss it in the studio.
that one is really high.
Sorry?
Yeah, boom.